Greetings, people of the internet. This is Scott with CircWorks, and this is 100 Days of Making Comics. You're probably asking what 100 Days of Making Comics is. If you are, then that means you're probably new to this. So I suggest you go back and watch, what are we at, like I think we're on day 59. So go back and watch all the other 58 episodes, and then you'll know. Now, actually, you don't have to do that because I'm going to explain it to you. 100 Days of Making Comics is where I put aside at least 30 minutes a day, and I work on my own personal comic book projects. That means whatever life throws at you, whatever obstacles come in your path, you have to squash those and at least for 30 minutes and work on your own personal comic book project. And it doesn't have to. I'm working on a comic book project. It doesn't. You don't. If other people are welcome to do this too, and it doesn't have to be comics. Although most people doing it, I think, are comics. But you can do whatever. Just the idea of taking aside 30 minutes a day and kind of making a habit and seeing where you are at the end of those 100 days. And hopefully you've made a lot of progress. I know I have so far. I got a long way to go, but I've made a lot of progress. So yeah, it's day 59, and I'm working on a book. Ooh, where's here we go. Oh yeah, you're there. So my story is called Young and the Dead. These are the two issues I have out right now, and as you can tell from the covers here, you got kind of a kid cast, a cast of kid characters, and the idea behind this is these kids. They're kind of like zombie fighters. They are in the middle of a zombie apocalypse, and it's kind of a cross between Goonies and Night of the Living Dead, and I'm having a lot of fun doing it. So let's see, where are we? Where are we in this whole thing? So I've scripted, we went through all the scripting process. That took a while. We got that done. I did all the thumbnail, which are those little tiny loose sketches of how the story is going to play out. Then from there, I started penciling pages, and I'm still somewhere around page 3 of penciling. But then instead of continuing to pencil, I kind of took a break, and I'm focusing right now on page 1. And I think I'm just going to totally finish that one up. And then after that, I'll decide whether I want to keep doing page by page or pencil the whole book. So, but anyway, like I said, we're concentrating on page 1. So if you haven't been following this, and you can't make any of that stuff out, only I can because it's like hieroglyphics. But we've got just a rough outline of a door to one of our characters, one of my characters. One of our characters. I guess when you write something that's kind of for everyone to enjoy, so one of our characters. And on the other side of that door, we're seeing a zombie trying to kind of break in. And so after the thumbnails, I went on to the penciling, which you can't see because I've already inked over it. But if you imagine something like this, which is the inks, but just in that blue line pencil that you probably can't make out anyway because it's so light. So and that's why I ink over it. So anyway, so this is our page here. This is page number 1 of issue 3 of Young and the Dead. And you remember I had some concerns before that it was a little too busy and everything, and then I was hoping once I started coloring it, and by coloring I mean adding grayscale shading and everything, because this is a black and white book, not in color. It may, in the future I may want to, if I collect the whole thing, say if I do it as a Kickstarter, if it's successful enough, I might offer that as one of the goals to hire a colorist to color it, because I don't really want to color it myself. I mean, I guess I could, but it takes a lot of time to do that. Anyway, but you never know. I might end up coloring it. I don't know. But for right now, it is in black and white. So, which although this story takes place in the 80s, and when you think of 80s, you think all those neon colors and all that stuff. It might look cool in color. It's also kind of a zombie story, and it's an independent book, so black and white has a certain feel to it that I kind of enjoy. So anyway, so we've got that. I scanned that into the computer. I think it was the episode before last, because yesterday I think I forgot what I talked about. Some of the problems I was having with the screen capture, which I'm still dealing with. Peter Palmiotti did suggest another screen capture program, but it looked like, I didn't download it because I'd read some of the things on it, and it looked like that adds a little watermark to it, and I didn't really want that. And I think it's going to get to the point where I'm probably going to have to pay for a screen capture program instead of trying to do the freeware ones, just because the quality, as far as the ones I've used, either I can't load it on my computer or the quality isn't that great. I did kind of get the other one to work, the one I was working with, but for one, like I said, the quality is not great, but two, if I try to sit there for any length of time and color, because I was going to, color, and then I was going to, speed up the frame rate and everything, so you guys can watch it like at super high speeds. But if I sat there and worked on one panel, and I tried to save it, and it wouldn't let me. So I tried it twice with 2 different panels, and on the third panel, because I had done some real quick tests to see if it works, and it seemed like it worked, but those were shorter, so I figured it must be the time thing. Maybe 20 minutes on something is just too long for it to take, so, which isn't good because that doesn't help me out. But anyway, so the third panel, I did kind of record something. Like I said, it's not great video, but I'm going to put it on here anyway, just to kind of show you how I work with adding those shading colors and everything. But I had to break it up to like 5 different segments, so I would work for like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes at the most, and then I stop the video, and then I'll just piece it all together. So anyway, I'll show you that later at the end of the video, but let me take you to the screen and I'll kind of show you, because like I said, the video's not the best quality, but I think if I'll show you beforehand kind of what it looks like just on the screen. So let's take a look. Okay, so here is panel 1 of page 1, issue 3, Young and the Dead. And as you can see now, and you saw this before, this is just the flat colors. But as you can see now, it's a little easier to make out what's going on. But it still needs a little something else. I'm not too big in just these flat colors, so I wanted to do some shading. So I am just going to use the Photoshop magic and kind of flip this over to show you what it looks like when I've shaded everything in. And again, I'll show you kind of the process sped up after this. So let's see. So I'll just click on this little layer, and that'll show you what I did. So I think it pops a little more now. A little happier with it. I think it's a little easier to make out. And I think once to me, it doesn't look totally perfect until everything's there, until all the the word balloons and the captions and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, that's and I'll just move that's back to the flat, so you can see that this is the panel number 2, and oh, we got some zombie hands scraping and trying to get into this door, and that's again the flat version. And now I'll click off this layer again, and you can kind of see. So yeah, we got I think that adds a little more dimension, and I'm pretty happy with the way that came out. And then I'll show you the final panel of this page. Oops, I turned off the wrong layer. That was my line art. Okay, so let's see, where were we? Oh, I gotta turn that back on. Okay, so again, here's now the zombie is tired of scratching the door because that's not working, and he's gonna start pounding away at it, trying to bust through it. At least to get to the handle on the other side. If he can, I don't know if the zombie's smart enough to know how a handle works out, but whatever means he can use with his zombified brain, how to get into this this room, he's gonna do it. So that's the flat version. Let me turn that off, and there we can kind of see the hand kind of, and I added some speed lines here. Hopefully, I don't know if you can see those that well in this video, but I can show you this. Maybe I can get your guys' opinion on this, and it's real subtle, so it's not going to make a whole lot of difference, but I tried to make like a ghost image of the hand. Do you see that there? I'm going to click it off and on. I don't know, because and there's another one, so it gets kind of lighter. So I don't, to me, I thought that was just a little too messy. It just kind of hard to make out, but so I don't know if I'll leave that or just stick with the speed lines. But so I'll turn those back off again. Again, it's kind of hard to make out from the video, but I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know. Anyway, so yeah, so that is the finished product. Finished as far as up until the grayscale shading and everything like that. And I still got to do lettering and all that kind of stuff, which I will probably do next, so I can kind of show you guys what that looks like. But so let me flip this over to the sped up version, and so this will just be a real sped up version with some music in the background. I probably won't do any voiceover, but I'll speed it up, and you can kind of see that. And if you stick around to the end, I'll probably just come back into the frame and say my farewells until tomorrow. So hey, check out this super fast drawing. See how fast I can draw. Check this out. Or color, not draw. And there you have it, a super sped up version of me coloring in or doing some of the shading in my comic book, Young and the Dead, issue 3, page 1. And so that is probably about it. I just bumped the camera. So I will see you guys again tomorrow. Again, thanks for watching the videos. Thanks for liking the videos. Thanks for commenting on the videos. And if you haven't already, please do subscribe. I'm going to have a lot of other cool stuff that I'm going to be doing on this YouTube channel, and I don't want anyone to miss it. So tomorrow I will probably be, like I said, I'm going to be doing just like a fan art thing, just for fun, just sketching, and then hopefully doing some more sketching. I want to do like a live request thing where you can send me your requests for things you'd like me to draw, and then I will draw them on like Google Hangout or something, and you can watch, or you can watch after the fact, or watch live, or whatever. So those are some of the things I'm planning on doing. And anyway, so some cool things to come. Again, thank you for following. I'll see you guys tomorrow. That is all.